Team Bublé. See every member of Michael Bublé's team on The Voice Season 28. Michael Bublé is the returning champ on The Voice, and he's going for a hat trick, hoping for his third win in a row. On the final night of Blind Auditions, October 7th, 2025, the crooner finalized his team of 12. So, who made it onto Team Bublé? Here are details on each artist on his team, along with their audition videos. All 12 singers will move on to the battle rounds, starting on October 13th. Team Bublé, Max Chambers of. One of the youngest singers on Season 28 of The Voice, 14-year-old Max Chambers dressed smartly in a powder blue suit as he sang Michael Jackson's I Want You Back. Bublé and McEntire turned their chairs. When they asked if Chambers liked Michael Jackson's music, he revealed that he starred on Broadway as a young Michael in MJ the Musical. That made both coaches want the young singing sensation on their teams even more. But in the end, he chose to go with Bublé. Team Bublé, Jazz McKenzie of Birmingham, Alabama. 31-year-old Jazz McKenzie revealed her big personality right out of the gate. She works at a cell phone store, but performs occasionally, she said. Her family watches The Voice all the time, her mom said backstage. And to know my baby is here, she's a part of it, I just can't even contain how much joy I have. McKenzie performed Tina Turner's What's Love Got to Do With It and got a 4-chair turn. But Reba McEntire blocked Snoop Dogg. They all went to bat for McKenzie, but then Bublé wished he had the luck of the Irish on his side. Suddenly, 3 Irish dancers came out to do a jig, and Horan joined in. Snoop and Bublé tried their best, dancing their own steps. Incredibly, it seemed to have worked because McKenzie chose Bublé. Team Bublé, Lucas Beltran of Philadelphia. Crooner Lucas Beltran stunned the coaches after his performance of You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine, made famous by Lou Rawls. McEntire and Bublé turned for Beltran, but none of the coaches could believe it when the Peru native revealed he was just 19. According to Beltran's Instagram account, he has turned 20 since his blind audition. Beltran told producers that his family moved to the US when he was 8, and that he'd been interested in American classics from the time he was little, from music to cars. In no surprise to anyone, he chose one of his idols, Bublé, to be his coach. Team Bublé, Max Cooper III of Kansas City. 23-year-old Max Cooper III took his seat at a keyboard set up at center stage. He's been playing by ear since he was just 3, to deliver a jazzy version of Mike Posner's Cooler Than Me. Snoop turned his chair almost immediately. McEntire followed soon after, and then Horan and Bublé. When Cooper revealed that the first song he ever performed was Just Haven't Met You Yet, Bublé exclaimed, I wrote that song, and ran up on stage to sing it with Cooper. As the music began, host Carson Daly noted that the other coaches are bummed, since they all knew that moment meant Cooper would 100% want Bublé as his coach. Team Bublé Arik Duncan of Raleigh, North Carolina. When preacher's kid and military brat Arik Duncan, 38, auditioned with Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish, only Bublé turned for him. Going up to hug him when he was done singing, Bublé joked to Duncan, I can't help it if they are hard of hearing. It's not my fault. Horan thought there were some pitch issues and Snoop said he wasn't the right fit for his team, but Bublé was pumped to get him, noting, sometimes you hear a voice and you go, man, if I turn on the radio, I would know in 2 seconds that was you, and that's what I was looking for. I know the potential dude. Team Bublé, Rob Cole of Pembroke, North Carolina. Bublé also wanted to have 34-year-old Rob Cole to himself. As the country singer sang Chris Stapleton's Joy of My Life, Bublé blocked McEntire, who also turned her chair. Horan and Snoop didn't turn their chairs, but were clearly impressed with his voice. Snoop said he sounded like John Cougar Mellencamp, while Horan compared him to Gavin DeGraw. When I heard your voice, I knew I could not allow Reba to be in the competition with me, Bublé told him, adding, honestly, I love country music so much. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. Team Bublé, Marty O'Reilly of Sonoma, California. 36-year-old Marty O'Reilly definitely sang Trouble by Ray LaMontagne and had Bublé, Snoop and Horan in the palm of his hands. Snoop hilariously said he had to take off his glasses to think clearly after listening, noting that it sounded like something classic and telling O'Reilly he knew, I can't let this get away. Horan then gushed. The rasp in your voice is insane. I got the chills just even talking about it here. When you hear a great character and something that stands out, you just have to hit the button. But Bublé had more tricks up his sleeve, bringing out a life-size hockey penalty box to place around Horan's chair. O'Reilly was so impressed by his commitment to him that he went with Bublé. Team Bublé, Austin Gilbert of Eugene, Oregon. Hard to miss with his handlebar mustache, 25-year-old country singer Austin Gilbert treated the coaches to his version of Luke Combs, The Kind of Love We Make during the blind auditions. Horan and Bublé turned their chairs, but it turns out Horan didn't have a chance. After his audition, he told a local paper, the Eugene Springfield Lookout, that he was hoping for Bublé to become his coach, noting, he's a back-to-back champion. He's won the last 2 seasons in a row. I was like, maybe he and I can be a country crooner duo, and we can win the whole thing. Team Bublé, Carly Harvey from Washington, D.C. Even before Carly Harvey began singing Susan Tedeschi's It Hurt So Bad, Bublé announced that he already loved it from the first notes of the song. He grooved to Harvey's rendition with his eyes closed for much of the tune, waiting until the final notes to hit his button, just after McEntire. The Queen of Country admitted she didn't know how well she'd be able to coach Harvey on her vocals, adding, "But we'd have fun." Harvey then informed McEntire that she and her sister grew up listening to her, and staying up late watching CMT to see her videos. Bublé thought he was doomed, but Harvey brought out a petrified wood pendulum to help her make her decision. Based on the direction it swung, Harvey went with Bublé. Team Bublé, Teo Ramdell of Tijuana, Mexico. Teo Ramdell spent his 34th birthday singing Luis Miguel's Historia de un Amor for his blind audition, and the all-Spanish song earned him a rare 4-chair turn. Ramdell was overcome with emotion at the end of his song, having come so far after growing up in a dangerous area, feeling protective of his single mom and 3 sisters. Ramdell moved to Los Angeles in 2023, he said. McEntire told Ramdell she thought his singing was sensual and sexy, and then quipped, "I didn't understand a word you said, but I will find that out later." Bublé understood it all, of course, noting that his Latin wife refuses to speak English in their household and that they listen to Luis Miguel all day long. He quipped, "If you don't join my team, my wife may leave me." Though Snoop gave a strong argument to choose his team, Ramdell chose Bublé's in the end. Team Bublé, Trinity of Connecticut. Trinity, who performed on the last night of blind auditions, wowed the coaches with En Vogue's 1996 hit Don't Let Go, Love, somehow singing the tune as a solo artist despite its 4-part harmonies, which Snoop pointed out took strength and power. The effort earned her a 4-chair turn and a standing ovation from all 4 coaches. McEntire gushed that she was marvelous and a powerhouse. Bublé said he could give her the phone book to sing and she'd crush it. Horan agreed, saying she stood there like the Statue of Liberty and called her a superstar. When she decided to choose Bublé, he said he was dumbfounded and speechless. Team Bublé, Elias Gomez of Havana, Cuba. The last member on Bublé's team on the October 7th episode is Elias Gomez, known on social media as the Cuban Cowboy, who sang a creative version of Jackie Wilson's Lonely Teardrops. He drew chair turns from Bublé, Horan, and Snoop, but McEntire had already filled her team. They all sang Gomez's praises for his innovative delivery, with Snoop calling him the whole package. Bublé said he only had 1 spot left on his team, but was saving it for a king and thought Gomez fit the bill. That did the trick for Gomez, who filled Bublé's dance card and will be back for the battle rounds next week.